Hello, hello. Here we are, live at 5 Kenya time, 9 a.m. New York time, every Wednesday, every week. This is Queen Mother Speaks. Greetings to you and you and you. I'm your host, Ella Dashanaba King, and our co host, Nana Efua Adezawa, is out on break. Okay? Welcome to Wonderful Wednesday. Our theme at this time is recommitting to good health as the foundation on which to build a life, a community, an economy. Do me in 2023. We're talking about vigor and well being to promote an overall healthy work lifestyle balance for you. So, what are you going to do this year to stimulate your stability in your life? That's the message. That is the message for the theme for Queen Mother Speak for this particular season. Rise up, you mighty nation of men and women, and do something about it. You're the one. You are the one. Okay. I invite you to hit the like, share, and comment button. It's a great day. And we do have Coach Rakaya, who will be sitting in as co host today. She's having some issues getting into the studio. If she comes in, we'll be happy to have her. You know, Coach Rakaya is our health and wellness coach, and she comes to us from time to time with information about health and wellness. So you'll be seeing a lot more of her, but she's also sitting in as our guest co host. Okay, I would like to do a shout out to our viewing audience. That would be the Honorable Margaret Toiley, Shayra, Rose Mwara, Anju, Jay Mwangi, Parita, Rose Okala, Maurice Obuyu, and Estelle, all tuning in from Kenya. Social media followers, I see Otanchi Vince, Robert Daniels, Eunice Gakuha, Anita Dean, and King Fahad. King Fahad was a former student. Hello to you, my lovely son, and thank you for tuning in to Queen Mother Speaks. So now the coach hasn't come in now, so I'm just going to give you our lineup for today. Okay. And here's our lineup for today. Who we have in studio is the wonderful Lilian, who is in the fashion industry. You want to greet the audience, Lilian?
Yeah, hi everybody. I'm so glad to be here to connect with you all. And I'm so happy that you're gonna be learning more about our brand. It's an awesome,
Yes,
a sustainable
very
brand.
well.
Yes.
Yes, we'll be hearing more from her in just a little bit. Lilian Maira, Pambo Letu Handbags Company. Pambo, Pambo, Letu, Letu. And I'm spelling it for you so that you can find it when you get ready to go look her up online. All right. All right. We acknowledge the month of February with Black History Facts, Black History Quotes, Black History Heroes who we'll be honoring and talking about. So, what do you know about a lady, Annie Lee Cooper? What do you know about Jesse Owens, Claudette Colvin, and Baynard Rustin? Well, if you don't know very much about them, that's fine. Stay tuned because those are the Black History pioneers that we're going to hear about today. They're heroes and sheroes. So I invite you to get relaxed and get ready for this awesome show that we've got for you today. Please, please, please hit that like button, hit that share button, and hit that comment button. Look like the coach is getting into the studio. We'll bring her back in a moment. Okay, we see she's getting set up. All right.
Yes, thank
We'd
you.
like to go to our page and tell
I
us
had
who
to
you are
use,
and where you are coming in from. And what you have to do to get into the show is you click on facebook.com/ Queen Mother Speaks, or you click on facebook.com Arthur Teresa R. Kemp. All right. This is Fabulous February and blessings to all our faithful fans out of Atlanta. We have Lady Mo, Abimbola, Tina Jones, Ernestine, Carmen, Michelle. Sass tunes in with us. Wonderful Stephanie and Melissa. So today we have a young, energetic designer and four Black history pioneers, some of whom you may know and some of whom you may not know. But that's okay. But we're going to be learning more about them. I'd like to give a happy birthday shout out to all of the February born. Rakaya, please put your mic on. Rakaya, please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. Rakaya,
Okay.
please mute. All right. So to the February born, I'd like to give a shout out to Laverne, my dear friend Laverne. I think she's still living over in Canada. I'd like to give a shout out for this month of February to the late Lilian Young and the late Sahai Farrell. You'll be hearing more about those two ladies. From the West Coast, USA, I give a huge and big shout out to our fans for your early rising. You know, the people on the West Coast have to get up at 6 a.m. to watch this show. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. So I want to give a shout out to Ernestine, Mpingo, Joy, Samkia, Councilman Robert Farrell, Red, Adisa, and Kwashi, all tuning in from Los Angeles, and out of San Francisco, Tashmia, Nyla, Hakika, and Samantha. So tell me, who's rocking your world? Send us the names of guests to appear on the show, names that you would like to see, people you want to see on the Queen Mother Speak show. I ask you to continue to wash your hands and keep yourself safe and be alert. Thank you again for tuning into the Queen Mother Speak show. It's a safe space for inspiration, information, and expression. Bonga Dada Bonga. Bonga Dada Bonga. A new platform for women's voices is here. You can catch them on Thursdays. Go to facebook.com/Bonga Dada Bonga at 7 p.m. for the Bonga Dada Bonga show. You can catch that at 11 a.m. New York time. So let's take a moment and reflect on who we are. We are Queen Mother Speaks. And what is Queen Mother Speaks? It's a community platform for wealthy conversations that matter. We do commentary and insight to raise awareness, to inform, to ignite, to involve, to excite. We also give you insights on expatriating to Africa, and we give you newsworthy events. And we also invite into the studio various guests where we have warm and witty dialogue with our guests. I see that Dr. Stefan is also seeking to get into the studio today, but I am not. He has to connect his devices. Dr. Stefan, if you want to come in through Facebook, you can go to facebook.com/Queen Mother Speaks, all one word, and you can get into the show also that way. Okay, so from the Art of Living Institute, we had an online breathing session, that's about a couple years ago, which we now incorporate into our meditation moment. And our meditation moment is made up of breathing and a reflective reading. If Coach comes in on time, she'll do the reflective reading for you today. All right. If not, I will do it for you. So when we do the breathing, here's how we do that: through the nose, breathe in to the count of six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold to the count of six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you release again through the nose to the count of 10. So it's six, breathe in, six, hold, and 10, breathe out. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Hold, release. Let's try it again. Breathe in, hold. and release. We're going to do one more breathing exercise, and thank you for tuning in. The person who's coming to the studio through the Queen Mother Speaks chat room, thank you for being there. Let's do our third breathing. Hold and release. Thank you for that. Thank you for breathing the breath of life with me. And we all know that's the one thing that we all have in common, which puts us in a space called life. It's having breath. And I invite you to go to the Art of Living Institute online and check out some of their classes. They have many, and I'm sure that you'll find some there for you. All right, very well. So now we're going to go to our reflective reading for today. And what we're going to do with the reading, okay, is I'm going to quote the title, give you the title 3 times, and I'm going to ask you to listen from your heart, okay? I thank you for your service. I thank you for your service. I thank you for your service. Remember those who serve, those who have gone dutifully before us in service and honor, brave men and women who've placed themselves in harm's way for us. They should be respected and honored. Not everyone is willing to step forward in service to other people. To those who have served, to those who do serve, and for those who will serve, we say thank you. Remember to thank all public service providers, whether their service is military, law enforcement, fire, water, education, dispatch, medical, or other. They all deserve our support because they're all there in positions to serve us. Let us make them a part of our daily thoughts and a part of our daily prayers. We depend on them for a functional society, don't we? I give thanks to friends, family, and even strangers who care and serve me. The lives of our service people are a major reason why humanity itself continues to thrive. I affirm the power of protection around all of these service members, the service members in the past, in the present, and even the future. Thank you, love, in me, through me, as me, through the Christ within, and so it is. Our scripture reading for today is we give thanks to God for you all, remembering you continually in our prayers. 1 Thessalonians 1 and 2. Our thought for today reading is from a little book that's called Daily Thoughts from the Hillside International Chapel and Truth Center, Atlanta, Georgia, USA. Thank you for that. And we thank you for being with us for the meditation moment, like we say, which once again is comprised of the breathing and the reflective reading. Okay, let's see if we can. I see people trying to get into the studio, but um, their devices are not connected, so I cannot add you to the stream until your devices are connected. Keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. I'd like to give a shout out to Sarah and the girls in Dubai, to Dr. Willie Butler, Louisiana, Professor Al Gaskins, Ohio, Brother Chess, and Lila tuning in from New York City. Hey, everybody. I want to challenge you to go ahead and hit that like, share, and comment button for Queen Mother Speaks. We're not going to turn our attention to the latest events and other breaking news that's been happening around the globe this week. All right, Istanbul, Turkey. Survivors are still being pulled from the rubble in Turkey and Syria, more than 24 hours after this powerful earthquake toppled thousands of homes, killing nearly 5,000 people. Among the survivors was a 14-year-old boy with a black eye who appeared to be conscious. While the boy's rescue offers a glimmer of hope, for many of us. Others, we hope, will survive the freezing conditions. The death toll, however, continues to climb as search teams navigate blocked roads, damaged infrastructures, and violent aftershocks to reach the affected area. The 7.8 quake that hit in Turkey, okay, hit after 4 a.m. Local time on Monday in Istanbul. It sent tremors to hundreds of miles and it created disasters, wow, on both sides of the Turkey-Syria border. Suspected Chinese spy balloon, I'm sure you've seen that on the news, okay, was spotted in over U.S. territory, and they say that this spy balloon is the same size as a 20-story building. Wow! Can you imagine how big that thing must be? The balloon, which China insists traveled over U.S. territory by mistake, measured 60 millimeters in height. While China called the U.S. takedown an overreaction, the U.S. They also issued an apology to the U.S. and because a similar object flew over Latin America. Next in the news, the Supreme Court heard oral arguments in the case of Lori Smith, who's a website designer who wants to expand her business to include wedding websites for opposite sex couples only. Some of you may have been following that story. It is still not settled. Smith wants to do the work, but she had an LGBTQ customer to ask her to make something and she refused. And that is the challenge. And that is the story that's in the news today. Okay. Here's something you're going to love. With the rising demand of local African film and TV shows, streaming service Showmax, they set out a budget to fund 10 live action film that will, for the first time, they're going to be using African filmmakers in Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria, and South Africa. So once again, Showmax, if you know of Showmax, okay, if you know of Showmax, know that they are going to be hiring filmmakers in the countries of Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, and South Africa. Okay, and the whole idea is finding new talent and unlocking that talent in the African film industry. Okay, so now this week in history, this month in history, let's just tell you a few of the things that's been happening around the globe. King George VI of England died in February 1952. Upon his death, his daughter, Princess Elizabeth, became Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. And her coronation took place June 2nd, 1953. Legendary baseball player Babe Ruth was born in Baltimore, Maryland, and he shared 60 major league records, including pitching 29 consecutive scoreless innings and hitting 714 home runs. All right. Ronald Reagan, 1911 to 2004, became the 40th U.S. president. He was born in Illinois. He spent 30 years in the entertainment industry, okay, and he was elected to the White House as president in 1980. Okay, let's go to another story for you. In February 11th, in South Africa, Nelson Mandela, at the age of 71, was released from prison after serving 27 years of a life sentence on charges of attempting to overthrow the apartheid government. In April 1994, that same fella, Madiba, was elected president um, in the first all race elections in South Africa. In February 11 in Egypt, President Mubarak resigned amid a massive protest calling for him to be ousted. He's been a ruler had been a ruler in Ethiopia for nearly 30 years, functioning as a virtual dictator. Mm, okay. We're going to do one more this week in history. American inventor Thomas Edison, 1847 to 1931, was born in Milan, Ohio. And over his lifetime, the man acquired over 1,200 patents, including the patent for incandescent bulbs, phonograph, and movie camera. Thomas Edison is best known for his quote, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." How do you like them apples? How about that? Okay, so right now we want to bring on our guest for today, and we're going to see if Coach Rakaya, who's our guest co-host today, if she's ready. Are we ready, Coach? Are we ready, Coach? Open your mic.
Okay, good morning.
There we go. All
Are
right.
we good?
We're good.
Okay. Good morning to everyone. Peace and blessings. I apologize for the technical difficulties that we were experiencing. Have the profound uh, pleasure of introducing, founded by Lilian uh,
Maira.
Maira
Yes.
in 2019, Pombo Letu. It is a sustainable Kenyan brand that celebrates traditional craftsmanship while empowering local artisans through sustainable livelihoods. Pamboletu combines rich indigenous techniques that have been passed down through generations with modern and exotic designs to create one of a kind handmade bags that embody the African story. Each piece is forged in leather science, honed and sewn in canvas artistry, and each design ranges from the sophistication of the miniature to the gratification of the large Pombo Letu. Mission is not only to make African handmade bags more accessible to the world, but to build lasting relationships with our local artisans and give them the respect, income, and exposure they deserve.
Okay. That's a little bit about our guest for today. Uh-oh. Where is the echo coming from? Okay. Well, Lillian. Okay, somebody.
There's an echo.
Let's
Yeah.
all check our phones and the room for microphones, other types of electronic. Okay.
I hear someone talking in the background. Okay.
Let me see. I have guests in the other room. Let me close the door. Okay. But the echo is still there. So someone in the studio, I don't know what to say. Can we all check out? Let me check mine. Let's just all go to our phones and make sure that they're on silence. Yeah. Okay, mine is on mute. Make sure yours is. All right. Okay. So here we are. I want to say welcome to you, Lilian, to the Queen Mother Speak show. I'm glad you're here. Having worked as a fashion designer in Kenya for almost 2 decades, share just a few highlights of that 20-year journey. Give us about two or three highlights that have happened in your 20-year journey.
Greetings to everybody. First of all, I just want to thank you so much for having me on the show. I'm really looking forward to having a good time with everybody and getting to know everyone. Okay, so about my journey in the fashion industry, I think it's a place where you discover yourself. You get to learn what your interests are in the fashion industry, and you get to learn, the pains that are there in the fashion industry. And then from there, then you're able to place yourself well, which over the time up to now, I feel I'm well placed in my mission and vision in my life. Yeah.
Okay, okay. All right.
Yes.
What age were you when you knew that fashion was your calling?
Okay, that's $1 million question. um, well, I remember when I was growing up, and it's when we were in high school. We were in high school, and our uniforms would get torn. And then, most of the time, my mommy is the one who used to go pick them and mend them. And so from that point, I started developing an interest in clothes, in clothing. Well, I didn't know whether it's fashion and design at that time, but I started developing that interest. And then even after high school, by the time I was actually getting into college, I knew that is the line I wanted to. I was prone to watching fashion shows, the runway, the New York runway, the Kenya Design Week. I would follow those kind of things, and I could tell that's where my interest is, and that's how I started following up on
I
fashion.
see.
Yeah. So it started, when I was a bit younger.
When
Okay, I mean, were you like a teenager, early 20s, 30s?
Yeah, in the teens. Yeah, in teens.
Okay, looks like the echo has come back, but whoever it
Lillian,
is, you know what you did, do it again, make it go away.
I have a question. Lillian,
Yes.
when did you actually begin creating the bags and when was your first sale? Two questions.
Good. So I started out in 2019, end of 2019. That's when I started making the bags, and that's the time I felt that is the line I want to take.
Mm-hmm.
And after I prototyped the range I wanted, and
Mm-hmm.
I reached out to my friends to ask them, hey, what do you think about these bags? What do you think about the message that I'm trying to get across? Because my interest was to work with community artisans. I just wanted to empower them.
Mm-hmm.
And the product was beautiful. And actually, my friends, they bought all the bags. All my prototypes were gone. They were all gone. I could tell them, hey, can you just give me a few more months, because these are just prototypes. You give me time to make more. They're like, no, we want the bags now. So that's I made my sale right after the prototype.
I see. So how do you source the leather?
Come again? There is an echo, and I can't hear clearly.
How do you source the leather?
Okay, so I source leather locally. We have several tanneries in Kenya. We are blessed to have tanneries that produce very high quality leather, but we don't go killing cows. But these are out of after people have eaten the meat and all that. But yeah, that's I have yes, it's very important for me to clear that, because right now people are really minding such things, which is very important. So I work with different tanneries for different textures of leather
Okay,
locally.
'cause that was
All
okay.
our raw materials are sourced locally.
Oh, very good. Because that was one
Yeah.
of my questions. If other people in business was being in business because of the work that you're doing, I was wondering, So now, um, do you have any of the bags for us to see?
Yes, I have a couple of bags I would like to
Okay.
show you.
Okay.
Just so I hope you'll be able to see. So this is the. Can you see?
Yep.
So this is the clutch bag.
Okay.
This was my very first product I did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and as you can see inside, it has a pocket where you can, slide in your phone, and it's
Oh,
safe.
very good. Because I wanted to know, what was it like on the inside? Did it have
Yeah,
enough pockets?
it's
Because
it's
women
very
love
it's
pockets.
very well lined, very well
Okay.
lined. And you can see my phone is inside there, so it's safer. And then this other space, you can put lots of things. You can use it as a clutch bag by itself,
Mm-hmm.
or you can use it as an organizer for your big bag. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
for your tote bag. So if I
Okay.
want to show you, this one is pretty big. I don't know if you'll be able to see it from that. Can you see it? Can you see the bag?
Hold it up in front of your face. There we go.
Can you see
I
it?
can see that. Can you see that, Rakaya? I can. Do you see
You
the
can.
bag, Rakaya?
So,
Yes, I do see the bag. That's a nice
Very
size.
good. Very
and
good.
it has two inside pockets for your valuables,
Mm-hmm.
this side and this other side. And then this is the, I call it the carry all tote bag. This one
Okay.
you carry even your laptop in here. And most of the time I do road trip with it, like a
Mm-hmm.
weekend, a night out, or if I want to put stuff, I put my laptop, I put my clutch bag goes in there.
So
So many
this
things
bag
go
is
in
big
there.
enough to hold the laptop. This bag is big enough to hold the laptop.
Yes,
Yeah, that looks like a
Wow.
that looks like a teacher's bag. The teachers
Wow.
will love that.
yes.
Wow.
And I mean, you can use it anywhere. You can use it to go to the office. You can use it when you're up and about. So it's very versatile.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it has the base is very steady.
I
As you can see.
see. I see. Very good.
Yes.
So
So
tell
tell
me,
me,
how
how
many
many
how many
how many
bags do you
bags do
have
you
in your
have in your
lineup?
lineup? How
I
many
mean,
bags?
you have
Bags?
three.
Three. Yeah.
How many?
How
You have
many? You have
three
three
different
different
styles,
styles.
4,
Four.
10.
10.
Okay.
I have five
Five
styles.
styles.
I
I
have the
have the
tote
tote
bag.
bag.
I
I
have the
have the
clutch bag. There is an office bag, but I don't have it right now. It's out of stock. And
Okay.
also, I have the sling bag. I want to show you that. I have the sling bag.
Uh-huh.
Can you see that?
Yes, we do.
Yes. This
That's the
one you
one that
can
goes
use it
across your chest.
when you're
Okay.
going, you're running
Yeah.
up and about, and you just want something that is close to you. I have that. And I just developed something. It's a prototype. It's not on sale.
Okay.
It's the market bag. Can you
Uh-huh.
see it?
Yes, we
Can you
do.
see it? Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
we
that's
do.
the
market
market
bag.
bag.
You can
You can
go with
go,
you
you
can
can
use it
use it
for
for
picnic.
picnic.
You can
You
go
can
to
go
the
to the
market with
market with
it.
it.
It's also very versatile as well. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So Those are
Okay.
the products I
So
have right now.
very good. They're very lovely. I certainly look forward to getting one. I would like for you to give us your phone number,
Yes,
okay, for
I
those who
can.
would like to purchase. I didn't get your website. I would like to post it. Your
Okay,
website. If you give it to me, I'll post it into the chat now or
okay. www.pamboletu.com.
www.pamboletu.com. I thought
Yes.
that should have been it, but I couldn't take a chance. I had to be sure.
All right.
Okay, let
That's
me put it
fine.
up on the board.
Yes,
This is
that's
how you can contact Miss Lilian and find out more about her beautiful fashion handbag line. And looks like she used more than one type of leather to make them. And the bags looks like they come in, looks like she says 5 different sizes. Okay, you want to give me a phone number?
0715
Uh huh.
668
Mm-hmm.
044.
Okay, so we're putting the number
And
up on the
that's
screen
also the
right now as
WhatsApp
well.
number. That's
Okay,
also the
that's all.
WhatsApp number.
Okay,
And
very
the
well.
catalog
Very
is
well.
on there.
Okay, so tell
Yeah.
us, Lillian, what were you doing before you got into the bag business?
Okay, so I had come out from employment. I was
Mm-hmm.
working with an NGO, but then I left because I had small children that I was taking care of. So I really just had to take that break to be able
Mm-hmm.
to take care of my children. And over the time, I think it took me around 3 years, just
Okay.
being home with my kids because they were young, until up to the time I launched Pamboletu.
Okay,
Yes.
which was during pandemic time.
Yes, yes, yes. It was during the pandemic, so it was quite tough at that time for
Uh-huh.
everybody. I know, for everyone.
I
Yes.
can imagine. So please tell us what challenges have you faced as a young female in business? What challenges have you faced
Okay.
in business?
There are a number of challenges. Um, the first challenge I have faced as a female entrepreneur, it's access to funding. I don't know how men
Mhm.
just get through that. But when it comes to women, we tend to really push so hard for someone, to believe in your dream and just to get funding to run your project. That is one of the biggest, challenges that I have faced as a fashion designer in Kenya.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, just bringing people, to believe in your dream, to just help you grow your dream. Yeah, those are the
Uh-huh.
kind of challenges um, women, especially, they face when it
Mhm.
comes to growing the business. Yes.
So did you finally find funding?
Not as yet. I'm still, pushing hard to do that,
Oh,
because
okay.
my heart, my really big heart is when I'm making the bags. At the back of my mind, I want to see livelihoods changed in the community, because that is the
Hmm.
reason why I started this business. That's the pain that got me out to start the business, because during my career I interacted with many artisans back in the community, and the challenges back there, they are real. And
Hmm.
it moved my heart so much over the time, and I felt
Hmm.
I need to do something, as a woman and as an entrepreneur, to make sure I can give back to the community. So
Hmm.
even when I'm thinking about funding, I'm thinking, how can I improve lives of artisans back in the community.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the drive. That's the passion.
Okay.
Yes.
All
So,
right.
what have you uh tried to write a proposal or something in terms of getting other people to buy into what is it that you're trying to do in the community?
Yes, I've also been involved in women empowerment programs, um, which they also train you how to write proposals. They train you how to run businesses, and within those programs, you get to learn more about, okay, how can I do a targeted proposal? So we've learned that, and I have done that, and I'm sharing that out. I'm sharing that out. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Very well. Very well.
Yeah.
My last question for you, Lillian, is
Yes.
what would you say
Mhm.
to young designers coming up?
Every dream takes time.
All right.
It's not instant coffee at all. You have to go through the process, and gain the muscle to run that dream. Yeah, because
Mm,
I've found out many people don't want to go through the process, and it doesn't work out like that. You have to be patient. You have to be really patient and surround yourself with uh, people who push you up, who believe in you. Yes.
mhm.
Yeah.
Very well. Very well.
Yes.
So we
Yes.
put that on the board, and basically, what you're telling them is it takes time. Hang in there. Don't give up.
Yes.
Very well. Very well. We thank
Yes.
you very much for being with us today on the Queen
Queen
Mother
Mother
Speak
Speak
Show.
Show.
Can I ask her one
Highly,
more one more
sure,
question to Queen Dashanaba? What
sure.
is your price range for the bags? What are your
Right.
price range?
Okay. So from the list, that's $4,040 up to $150 right now. Yeah, that's the range.
Okay, thank you.
40 to 150.
15,000 Kenya shillings. That's $150.
So okay. I'm putting this on the board. The price ranges. Okay, here we go. The price ranges. There we go. 40 to from 40 US
Two,
dollars to 150 US
US
dollars.
dollars.
right.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. All right,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, we will post her website information on the Queen Mother Speaks pages,
Thank you.
all of the social media platforms, and the phone number so you can be in touch with her. Thank you again, Lillian, for being on the Queen Mother Speaks show. We're going to
Thank
check
you.
back in with you before the year is over
Uh-huh.
to see what else is going on with you and how you're
Yeah,
coming
sure.
along and if you've been
I'm
able
sure, yes.
to
I'm
access
sure
that
things
funding
will
now.
will have. Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll be
because you're
glad
definitely
to.
growing. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
thank you so much. Thank you very much for having me in the show.
And absolutely, absolutely. We're now going to look at our special for today. And the special is talking about Black history. Coach?
Black History Month is an annual observance originated in the United States, where it is also known as African American History Month. It has received official recognition from governments in the United States and Canada, and more recently has been observed in Ireland and the United Kingdom. Significance to remember important people and events in the history of the African diaspora. It is observed from February 1st, 2023 through March 1st, 2023. It has been observed for 53 years.
Uh-huh. All
Queen
right.
Dashanaba.
Go ahead with the theme.
Okay. Black. The theme is Black resistance, which draws attention to how Black Americans have resisted oppression and discrimination for centuries in the arts, public history, African American music, the Black press, and the Black church, only to name a few. Today we present four Black leaders: Annie Lee Cooper, Jesse Owens, Claudette Calvin, and Baynard Rustin. Baynard Rustin.
All right. All right.
Okay, Claudette Calvin.
So do you want to start or you want me to start
You
with
can
the
start.
leaders?
Thank you, Queen. You can start. Queen, Queen.
All right. On here is a lady by the name of Claudette Colvin. Claudette Colvin. Okay. Now, before Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat, well, okay, it's come back. So whatever you did to make it go away, you do it again. Whatever we did before, okay, this is a great show, and this double is not helping. But before Rosa Parks gave up her seat on a bus in Montgomery, Alabama, which started the bus boycott in 1955, there was a brave young lady by the name of Claudette Colvin. At the age of 15, she decided that she was not going to go to the back of the bus. Okay. Now, granted, Rosa Parks became known as the woman who refused to go and sit at the back of the bus. Now, Lilian, I don't know if you know any of this Black American history, but it used to be in America that when we got ready to ride a bus, similar to the matatu here in Kenya, they would make the Black people go and sit at the back of the bus, and the white people sat at the front. So one day, this young girl, 15 years old, Miss Colvin, decided she wasn't going to the back of the bus at 15 years old. Can you imagine? She was arrested, okay, but she was the first woman to be detained for her resistance. Over to you, Coach, for the next one.
Okay, Jesse Owens, 1913 to 1980. Owens was a track and field athlete who set a world record in long jump at the 1936 Olympic Games in Berlin and went unrivaled for 25 years. He won 4 gold medals in the Olympics that year in the 100 and 200-meter dashes, along with the 100-meter relay and other events of the track. In 1976, Owens received the Presidential Medal of Freedom and was posthumously awarded the Congressional Gold Medal in 1990. Back to
Well,
you, Queen.
how about that? I learned about him as a young girl myself in track and field. And I actually, as a young girl, was in track and field myself coming up. I did a little track and field during my high school years. Our third leader, a gentleman by the name of Bayard Rustin. Bayard Rustin, 1912 to 1987. Now, Dr. King is usually credited for the March on Washington in August of 1963. But the truth of the matter is, okay, is that the spearhead, the organizer, the strategist behind the March on Washington was none other than Bayard Rustin. All right, so why did he not come to the forefront at that particular time in history? Well, according to history, Mr. Rustin He was gay. And at the time, he had controversial ties to communism. So he was considered too much of a liability to come on the front lines, okay, of the movement. But nevertheless, he was considered to be one of the most brilliant minds, one of the most brilliant minds. Thank you, Mr. Rustin, for being one of the most brilliant minds. And he served his community tirelessly while pushing for more jobs and better wages for our people. Coach?
Annie Lee Cooper, 1910 to 2010. 2010.
Yeah.
The Selma, Alabama native played a crucial part in the 1965 Selma voting rights movement, but it wasn't until Oprah played her in the 2014 Oscar-nominated film Selma that people really took notice of Cooper's activism. She's lauded for punching Alabama Sheriff Jim Clark in the face,
Oh my
but
goodness.
she really deserves to be celebrated for fighting to restore and protect voting rights. And to this day, we're still fighting to protect voting rights. And even in the presidential speech last night, the state of address, the union of address, whatever you call it, President Biden did not appear to be so committed to the Voting Rights Act bill that expired, that the Republicans allowed to expire. And now we're having gerrymandering and voting violations at the boots, harassment, and so forth and so on. So that remains to be seen. Am I supposed to read this Washington, D.C.?
No. Okay.
Back to you, Queen.
Because of time, we're going to go right on to our mentions for today. Coach?
Okay. The DA Reparations Task Force would like to extend a huge thank you to all our RSVPs for registering for our event 2023 Reparations and the Black Vote. Here is a link to the recording of the event. Please share the above link far and wide. Democrats
Before
abroad.
you go to the next one, let me just say that I am a very active member of Democrats Abroad. And one of the things that we brought forth for Democrats all over the world, okay, is the reparations and the Black vote. And we're putting the link in all of the QueenMotherSpeaks platforms so that you can take a look at that and hear about reparations and the Black vote. Coach?
Yes. Democrats Abroad will be hosting an event, Medicare, What You Need to Know, together with the Global Senior Caucus and Global Disabilities Caucus, Sunday, February 19th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. ET time. Is that Kenya time, I believe? Tony Kamins, Philippa Blumenthal, and Heather Stone will be speaking. Please sign up and attend. Here is a registration link. The link would appear in Queen Mother Speaks. Soul Vegetarian Restaurant.
Before you go there, this is very important. Medicare. For many of you Americans living abroad, please take note. Please take note. Sunday, February 19th, there will be a workshop. Okay, and we'll make sure that we put these in all of our social media platforms so you can check it out. As you may or may not know, when you live in America and you pay into the quote system, you can receive Medicare and Medicaid benefits. However, when you live abroad, you still have to pay, but you can't use it abroad. So I am on the Medicare Affordability Community. I'm sorry, Medicare Affordability Committee. And what we're about is making it possible for Americans living abroad to still be able to use Medicare. Like me, I live abroad and I don't pay into the Medicare fund because I can't pay that Medicare fee and pay for local insurance. So at some point, I will be penalized for not signing up for Medicare. But I didn't sign up for it because I can't pay for two of them. So that's part of the advocacy committee that we're on in making Medicare available to Americans who live abroad.
Okay, Soul Vegetarian Restaurant. The phone number is 0742 654-810. Cooking classes are available. Lucille's Kitchen, sweet potato pie, and on other mouth-watering treats. Call 0732 567-327. Bonga da da bonga. Tomorrow. Bonga da da bonga. Tomorrow. It means Sister Speak. Thursday at 7 p.m. Kenyan time, 11 a.m. New York time. Click on Facebook.com, Bonga da da bonga, and it should show up. Miss Aisha Dufala, Kenya's blood ambassador, reminds you to please donate blood. We need blood in Kenya. We need blood in America. We need blood in Turkey. We need blood in Syria. We need blood globally because there's so much going on and there's a lot of people getting hurt. So if you can just give 1 pint, it will go a long way. Thank you so much in advance for your donation and your consideration. The Enlightenment of Bliss line practices this. Blisscipline, right?
Yes.
Blisscipline.
Is a practice. It helps to strengthen you. And right now you can get in on it free. And we'll put that link also in all of the social media platforms.
Is that having to do with the breathing?
No.
Oh, this is something different.
That's another one.
Can you explain it a little bit?
Yes. Blisscipline is a program by Mary Cordelia. She is a psychosomatic therapist. And she maintains that we've been having to go through so much, not only just with COVID, but even through COVID, that we need a way to download a lot of what we're feeling and a lot of what's happening to us so that we can continue to function. So Blisscipline is a program that basically suggests that you do certain things to help yourself. If I can cheat a little bit, I've taken part of the Blisscipline program. And what it said, okay, we want you to do one of these three things. One was to just go walking with no location in mind. Just do it. Okay? And then to talk about that experience. The second thing that Blisscipline asked you to try is to get some colors and a coloring book. Can you still hear me? I don't know. All the sound went away. Okay,
because I muted myself while you were talking. Are you finished?
Well, for some reason it took my sound out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you finished?
Okay. No, I'm not.
Okay.
So the second thing that she asked us to do was to color. Get a coloring book and some colors. And do something that you did as a child. And relax. that way.
that way.
And the
And the
third thing
third
she
thing she
said
said
is
is
go
go
out
out
and buy
and buy
something for
something for
yourself you
yourself you
like.
like.
It could be
It could
like
be
an
like
ice
an ice
cream.
cream.
It could be
It
a
could be a
bag of
bag of
peanuts. It could
peanuts. It
even
could
be
even be
popcorn.
popcorn.
But
But
discipline is
discipline is
about
about
you
you
just
just
getting in
getting
touch
in
with
touch
who
with
you
who
are
you are
and doing
and
things
doing
that make
things
you
that make
feel
you
good.
feel good.
And they
And they
also give
also give
you
you
some other
other
practices
practices
and
and
some stretching
stretching
exercises and
exercises
things
and
to
things
do.
to do.
But let me
But let
not
me
give it
not give
all
it all
away.
away.
I'll give
I'll
you the
give you the
link and you
link
can
and you
check
can
it
check
out
it
for
out for
yourself.
yourself.
Okay, thank you, Queen Dashanaba. Diabetes Peer Support Group was created by me. It's via Zoom. The link is provided on Herbalist Educator page on Facebook, the African Bird of Paradise plant flower. You can contact me at 346-244-7887, or you can messenger me, or you can Instagram me, or you can send me an email. The reason why we do not give out the code is because it is a private group where people who have faced the challenge of diabetes or cardiovascular diseases or any challenges can come on with their caregivers and in a supportive group encourage each other, uh, try to remind each other, gentle reminders of following your routines, ensuring that you attend your medical doctor's visits, and also tips on things you can do to make it better.
Okay.
Okay.
Um, Tuesday the 21st, the Art of Living Institute. Uh, Tuesday the 21st of February through Thursday the 23rd of February. Teacher Shreya Shah. Timing 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Venue the Zenaria Portico, Lower Cabert Kabiti,
Betty.
Kabete. The phone number is 0729 130 556. The entire month, hear narratives and quotes from storytellers on the refusal to accept oppression and methods used to fight back. Join the discussion every Wednesday, every week, live, 9 a.m. New York time, 5 p.m. East African time on Queen Mother Speaks. Thank you
All
so
right.
much, Queen. Back to
And
you.
thank you
Thank
very
you
much
very
for
much
that
for that,
to Coach as well.
coach, as
And
well. And
let me just
let me just
acknowledge that I
acknowledge
think
that I
I'm
think I'm
noticing a new
noticing a new
hairstyle.
hairstyle.
Oh yes, yes. I cut it off.
You cut it
You cut it
all off.
all off.
Turn
Turn
around. Let's
around.
see.
Let's see.
And
Oh my.
Lilian is smiling. And we're gonna it's a fresh start. We're gonna start all over.
That looks
Okay.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Right on.
Right on.
I have
I
done
have
that.
done that.
In
In
fact, when I
fact, when
got
I got
married to a
married to a
king,
king,
one of the
one of the
things I
things
had
I
to
had
do
to
that I
do
was
that I was
required to
required
do
to do
was to
was
cut
to
off all
cut off
my
all
hair.
my hair.
Really? What
Yes,
was
ma'am.
that? Was that a form of submission?
Yes, that
Yes,
is a
that is
form
a
of
form of
submission. Thank you
submission.
for
Thank you for
asking
asking
that.
that.
It's like
It's
they
like
say a
they say a
woman's
woman's
glory
glory
is in her
in her
hair.
hair.
And when you're
And when you're
marrying a
marrying a
king,
king,
you
you
can't
can't
do
do
anything
anything
or be in
or
any
be in any
way
way
where it
where
could
it
be
could be
above him in
above
any
him in
way.
any way.
So what
So
they
what they
require
require
women to
women
do
to do
is to
is to
shave their
shave
hair
their hair
because they don't
because they
really
don't
care a
really
lot
care a
about
lot
their
about
hair.
their hair.
Well, how did you feel about that, Queen?
Well,
Well,
first off,
first
I
off,
don't
I
like to
don't like
shave
to
with my
shave with
head.
my head.
Okay.
Okay.
So to me,
So
I
to me,
have a
I have a
peanut head.
peanut head.
So I
So
didn't
I
want to
didn't want
shave
to
my
shave
hair.
my hair.
But if I
But if
wanted
I
to
wanted
marry
to
the
marry the
king,
king,
I didn't have a
I didn't have a
choice.
choice.
And I
And
didn't
I didn't
fight that.
fight that.
Okay.
Okay.
The other
The other
part of it
part
that
of it
made
that
it
made
more
it more
acceptable for
acceptable for
me
me
is he
is he
loved it.
loved it.
He used to like to take my bald head and put it under his arm.
Ooh,
When he put my head under his arm, I smell a little bit of his musk. Ooh, it just turned me on. Jesus. So I don't know about you. I don't know about you, but I didn't care to have a bald head, but that's what happened. Yours is lovely. Very lovely.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we've reached 6 o'clock hour, and we're just a little bit afterwards. So we're going to go ahead and end the show for today. I want to give a shout out to Nana and the family. A shout out also to you, Rakaya, for being here today. We love that, and we're really happy you're here. And I look forward to getting a chance to see you line up so I can get me a bag.
Yes. Princess Lilian, when can we expect to get some bags?
We can't hear you. Open your mic. There you go.
Sorry. I muted myself. I wanted to hear. I forgot to unmute. I have some bags. So anyone wants to see what is in stock, you can use the WhatsApp number. There is a catalog, and then you can just go through what is available and just send me a message. Yes.
Okay, so we'll create an online presence for you, Rakaya. We'll invite Lilian to come with her bags. And we'll do an online session for you, so you can see them and you can select the one you want. And then the next time we have somebody from America, we'll have them to bring it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think they're nice. Is the bottom of the bag leather? You make your leather, and the handles are leather, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they last forever. That bag will be a forever bag.
They last
forever.
for a very long time. You just pass down the generations.
Well, we want to thank you again. Go ahead.
I love the artisans from Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Gambia, because it seems like each individual item is detailed. Every single attention is paid, is stitched properly. The sandals last forever and ever. And so that's going to be the trademark of Africa, Kibulan, that whatever is made in Africa, you are making an investment and just not buying something that's going to disappear in 3 or 4 months.
Exactly.
So bravo, kudos.
Yeah,
and maybe we can get a group of women over here to sponsor, to back you, and then you pay the money back, or however we work it out. But maybe we could do that.
Yes, we can chat about that. That would be awesome.
Very good. Yes. Once again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. Queen,
thank you so much. I'm so honored to connect with you all, to connect with the world. Amazing.
Very good. We always end the show with love, and we throw out kisses. How we do that, Lilian, is we throw out a kiss with the left hand, then a kiss with the right hand, then a kiss with both hands. And I want you to do it from your heart. Because love is the most healing force in the universe. And we're going to give some away right now. Are we ready? Left hand. Come on. Give it away. Right hand.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Both hands. Oh, that's
that's
beautiful.
beautiful.
Thank you
Thank
again
you
for
again for
tuning in to
tuning in
Queen Mother Speaks every
every
Wednesday,
Wednesday,
every
every
week,
week,
live
live
at
at
5
5
p.m.
p.m.